If your sport is running, cycling, or swimming, or perhaps a combination of all three, you may be wondering what's the best way to improve your performance? Well, you can't improve unless you have an accurate record of how your workouts are progressing. And the best way to do that is to track your heart rate, cadence, and distance over time. The problem is, if you don't have your own coach, how are you going to keep track of all that information? Well, the answer may be a smartwatch. For the last couple of months, I've been putting 3 of the latest sports watches through their paces. These are much more than timepieces. They have all the data collection information you need in a relatively small package. The watches I am testing are the Garmin Forerunner 920 XT, which has a US list price of $450, the Polar V800 at $340, and the Suunto Sport Ambit 3 at $325. All 3 watches have a GPS chip on board, which means they can track your location and speed without having to carry your cell phone. Once you get home, you can see your route on a map. And not only that, but as you run, the GPS chip is recording your cadence and your elevation. One drawback to these watches is that you have to wear a cardiac monitor on a chest strap like this to take full advantage of the watch's smart features. Did I say smart? These watches are capable of estimating your VO2 max, which is an important measure of cardiac health. And they can tell you whether your body is rested enough for another workout. And unlike the Apple Watch, all 3 of these smartwatches are completely waterproof. Not only that, but they can track your swim workouts in a pool, counting the number of laps and elapsed time, just like a real coach. So if you're a serious sports person and you want to keep track of your workouts, these 3 watches are fantastic. They are complicated and the learning curve is steep at the beginning, but once you make that initial effort, you'll never want to train another way again. This is Charles Wallace for the Fit Executive in New York.